2018 was the most challenging year of my life. I started off January with sustaining a severe concussion. My mom started losing a 6-year battle with cancer. My relationship with Brian just started suffering as a result of those two things, and we were just feeling so much pressure on our relationship. And so eventually we broke up when we both couldn't handle it anymore. A week later, my mom went into a hospice home because we couldn't support her on our own. Just felt like I had lost and suffered so much, and I was just really in a lot of pain. In October of 2018, I was invited to come to the Her event. During the worship at Her, I just really felt the Holy Spirit come over me, and God was just there and leveling with me, saying, I know that 2018 has been what it's been, and I know that there has been so much pain and suffering that you've been going through, but I'm bigger than all of it. The pain doesn't stop here, but there is something better for you. The day after Her was when my mom passed away. That obviously was breaking me there, and I did feel like I wanted to walk away from everything. But it just became this heart change of, instead of me wanting to retreat and hide from him, he just invited me to go deeper with him, and that's what it became about moving into 2019. January, we did the God First series. I remember that first service so clearly, and the What Do You See cards. Looking back on that card and what I wrote of my dreams for 2019 of wanting to be rooted in a church. I wanted to be baptized and to start a new God-glorifying relationship. Brian had reached out to me in January, and we reconnected. We were talking about C3 because Brian had never been to C3 before, and so I was just telling him about what C3 had done in my life. We decided to join a Connect group together, and we found Josh and Marie's Defining the Relationship Connect group. Being baptized in April by Pastor Jerry, and not only being baptized, but getting to share a part of my story. I don't feel just rooted in a church now. I feel like I have this whole new community, like this family. Brian and I got engaged in August, and we'll be married in February, and I'm just so amazed at what God has done in my life this year and how he's just taken me from, just being this broken person and being sad and full of grief and feeling alone and lacking purpose. One of the coolest things that God did for me in 2019 was that in building and just strengthening my relationship with him, and in seeing how faithful he is, that started to remind me every day that my value comes from him and my identity comes from him, and I'm just affirmed in a God who will never change his mind on who he says I am.